balance. Now, if you will check yung ating lecture notes in slide number 11, so we have here the first sample problem. So, ang sinasabi dito is that we need to determine the amount of sugar, the water-free basis, that can be produced from 100 kg of sugar solution that contains 20% by weight of sugar and 1% of a water-soluble uncrystallizable impurity. Now, the solution is concentrated to 75% sugar, cooled to 20 degrees Celsius centrifuge, and the crystals dried. Now, if you will evaluate this problem, madaming kulang na detail dun sa binigay na problem. So, we need to actually make assumptions. So, dun sa mga sumunod na discussion, nakalagay dito that actually there are three physical principles involved na hindi nabanggit dun sa problem. Okay? And that in the end, ang sabi doon, in order to be able to solve the problem, the saturation concentration of sugar in water at 20 degrees Celsius and the water content of the crystals fraction after centrifugation must be known. So, may mga data na kailangan alam natin para totally ma-solve natin yung problem. Now, if you will check yung problem, medyo more on food science, food engineering na kasi yung problem. So, we will not actually hindi na natin i-consider or i-solve itong problem na to. Medyo technical na siya. Okay? So, we will go with the other examples. Okay? So, yung sa sample problem for the step 3. So, in your slide 25, so we have here diagram for the system and yung sa example 2.4. Ayan. Okay. So, this one for the example 2.4, check. Okay. Ayan. So, ang sabi dito, we need to draw a diagram and set up a total mass and component balance equation for a crystallizer or 100 kg of a concentrated sugar solution containing 85% sucrose, 1% inert water-soluble impurities, balance and water enters. So, upon cooling, the sugar crystallizes from solution. A centrifuge then separates the crystal from a liquid fraction called the mother liquid. And then the crystal slurry fraction has for 20% of its weight, a liquid having the same composition as the mother liquor. So the mother liquor contains 60% sucrose by weight. So ang hinahanap natin dito, ang pinapahanap in this problem is actually for us to draw the diagram and set up yung ating total mass and component balance equation. Okay? So here is the diagram for this problem. So we have here yung ating concentrated sugar solution. So 100 kg, yung kanyang composition, yung kanyang component, we have 85% sucrose, 14% water, and 1% impurity. So, yung sugar solution natin, papasok siya sa crystallizer. So, yung ginamit natin na mass dito, ang ginamit na mass dito for the concentrated sugar solution is S. Okay? And then, papasok siya sa crystallizer. And then, papasok sa centrifuge. And then, ang lalabas sa centrifuge natin is actually dalawang component. We have the mother liquid, which was designated by the letter M. And yung ating crystal designated by letter C. So, yung crystal natin, ang kanyang concentration is 20% weight per weight. Okay? And then, yung mother liquor natin ay 60% sucrose. Okay? So, first, we set up yung ating total mass balance. So, setting up yung ating total mass balance. So, we have So, yung ating total mass balance, so applying the conservation of mass, so we have yung mass ng sugar solution should be equal to the mass ng ating crystal and the mother liquor. Okay? And then for the component balance, so for the different components, so meron tayong sucrose, meron tayong water, at saka impurity. So unahin natin yung sa sucrose. Sucrose is a type of sugar. So you can check in detail kung ano yung composition ng sucrose. Okay? So for the component balance for sucrose, so yung mass natin ng sugar solution, which is S, times ilang percent yung sa sucrose natin is, yung given is 85%. So, in decimal, 85% is equal to 0.85. So, this is equal to yung mass ng mother liquid natin. And then, yung sucrose dun sa mother liquid natin, ang sabi dun sa problem is 60%. So, we have 0.6 plus yung sucrose natin, meron siya sa mother liquor carried by the crystals. And then, meron din tayo dun sa mismong crystal. Okay? So, kaya yung sa crystal natin, we have here, yung first na component, this is the sucrose dun sa mother liquor carried by the crystals. So, we have, since yung kanyang percentage kasi ay 20% weight per weight, so we have 0.2, ito yung 20%, times yung sucrose sa mother liquid is 60%. Okay? So, ito, galing siya sa crystal, yung 20% weight by weight. And then, ito is yung percentage ng sucrose. Plus, yung sa mismong crystal, yung sucrose natin sa mismong crystal is 0.8. Okay? Kasi 20% weight per weight. Now, kung babalikan natin yung definition natin ng concentration, yung sa first natin, yung weight per weight. So, we check anong definition niya. Pag sinabi natin concentration na weight per weight, so yung nasa numerator is actually yung weight ng solute. Okay? And then yung nasa denominator natin is the total weight ng solution. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung crystal kasi is 20%. So, yun na yung solute niya, 20%. So, yung kanyang total weight ng solution, yung sa total weight of the solution. So, minus lang natin. So, 100 minus 20%. So, that's 80%. Okay? So, ito yung sucrose na naiwan dun sa ating crystals. So, this is the component balance for the sucrose. Now, we proceed with the case naman ng water. So, for water, gagamit tayo ng assumption. So, let us designate X, since hindi natin to alam, as the mass fraction of impurity. Kasi dun sa final na output, dun sa output stream, hindi naka-specify kung anong percentage or anong composition ng impurity. Okay? So, i-designate natin siya as X kasi hindi natin siya alam. Impurity in the mother liquor. Okay. So, dun sa water, yung component balance natin. So, yung sa sugar solution, yung percentage ng water is 14%. So, we have 14. That's equal to, yung sa mother liquor, since ang sucrose niya is 60%, so automatically, kasi ang component lang ng ating sugar solution ay sucrose, water, and the impurity. Okay? So, ibig sabihin nun, since yung mother liquor natin, 60% yung kanyang sucrose, yung remaining na 40% is, yun na yung for water and yung impurity. Kaya nga, ang gagamitin natin dito is, since 40% siya, so yung mass ng water for the mother liquor is 40% minus kung merong impurity. Okay? So, 0.4 minus x. Plus, yung sa crystals natin, so we have 0.2 ulit, yung sa 20%, times ilang percent ng water ang nasa crystal natin. So, this one is the water in the mother liquor adhering to your crystals. So, we have yung sa tubig, 0.4 minus x ulit. So, this one is the water in the mother liquor na nandun sa ating crystal. Okay? And then, for the impurity, yung component balance natin for the impurity. So, we have for the sugar solution, 1% yung kanyang impurity. So, 0.01. So, this is equal to yung sa mother liquor. So, dinesignate natin as X, yung kanyang mass. Plus, yung sa crystal, we have 0.2 times X. Okay? Now, in this given problem, we could notice na ang S natin is actually given siya. So, yung nakalagay dun sa problem is we have yung mass ng sugar solution is 100 kg. Okay, so ang unknown lang dito is yung mass ng mother liquor, yung mass ng crystal, and yung ating X. So, ito yung mga unknown dito sa equation natin. Okay? Now, using this equation, yung first natin, so if we will substitute, actually itong 100, dito sa sucrose natin, so pwede nating i-simplify itong equation natin. Substituting yung 100 kg, magiging, so, ilagay natin sa itaas niya. I think pwede yun. So, i-multiply natin yung 100. So, magiging, yung equation natin is, magiging 100 times 0.85. That's actually 85. That's equal to 0.6 times yung mass ng mother liquor times, this is 0.8. No. 0. 0.12, sorry. And then, itong 0.8. So, since parehas lang naman sila na C, so we have 0.12 plus 0.8. So, this one would be 0.92 C. Okay? So, sinisimplify ko lang yung equation kasi kayo na ang magsusolve dito sa balikan ninyo yung algebra ninyo para ma-solve ninyo yung equation. Okay? Kasi we have meron tayong madami tayong ang unknown natin ay 3 actually. Ayan. So, we have this equation. So, I think you are able to solve. Pwede ninyo ma-solve yung mga unknown using this given equation. Okay? So, yung sa simplification, ayan. So, balikan ninyo yung algebra ninyo para makapag-review din kayo. Okay? Now, we proceed with another example. So, kayo na mag-simplify dito sa problem na to. Okay? Now, dun sa next na example, we have example 2.5. So, ito naman yung sa blending and mixing nung sa pork and yung sa back fat. Okay? Tapos, meron tayong composition nung output na product natin. Okay? So, yung problem natin, ang given dito is, ayan. So, we have here example 2-5. Ayan. Ayan. Okay, so we need to draw a diagram and set up equations representing total mass balance and component mass balance for a system involving the mixing of pork. So, yung composition ng pork natin, we have 15% protein, 20% fat, and 63% water. And, yung imimix natin sa pork is back fat, which has 15% water, 80% fat, and 3% na protein. So, yung output natin, we must be able to come up with a 100 kg of mixture na ang kanyang fat content ay 25%. Okay? So, yung ating block diagram for this problem. So, we have here, ito yun. So, we have here yung ating pork. 15% protein, 63% water, 20% fat. And then yung back fat. 3% protein, 15% water, 80% fat. So, para mag-blend siya, so gagamit tayo ng mixer. And then, ang lalabas na product natin ay 100 kg na mixture na ang kanyang fat content ay 25%. Okay? So, after na i-drawing natin yung block diagram, we need to establish yung ating mass or material balance. So, we have for the total mass balance, okay, so ang gagamitin natin na designation for the mass ng pork ay P. So, yung mass ng pork plus yung mass ng back fat, B, must be equal to the output yung sa mixture. Okay? So, ito yung ating ayan. So, yung total mass balance natin, so, pork plus the back fat is equal to your mixture. Okay? Now, yung mixture natin ay given siya na 100 kg. So, pork plus the back fat, yung mass is equal to 100. Okay? Now, if we will express yung mass ng pork is equal to 100 minus yung back fat. Okay? Now, we proceed with the component balance. So, yung sa fat balance natin, So, yung pork natin, ang given kanina doon is yung kanyang fat ay 20%. So, 20%, that's 0.2 times yung mass ng pork. Okay? Plus, yung sa back fat, ang kanyang fat content ay 80%. So, 0.8 times yung mass ng back fat. Sorry. Should be B. Okay. So, B dapat to. So, this is equal to yung mass ng fat sa mixture. So, ang percentage ng fat is 25%. So, 0.25 times 100 kilogram yung mass ng ating mixture. Okay? So, 100 kilogram to. Okay? So, 0.2 plus 0.8. This is equal to 25. Okay? So, from these two equations, pwede na natin actually kunin yung mass ng pork, yung P natin, at saka yung mass ng back fat. Okay? Now, take note na yung pork natin, yung mass ng pork natin is equal to 100 minus the back fat, mass ng back fat. Okay? So, substitute natin dito. So, 0.2 times 100 minus the mass ng back fat plus 0.8 mass ng back fat is equal to 25. So, calculating yung mass ng back fat natin would be 8.33 kilogram. Okay? And then, using this equation, makukuha natin yung mass ng pork. So, this is equal to 91.67 kilogram. Okay? So, ito yung mass ng ating pork and yung ating back fat. Now, kung itutuloy natin yung component balance, now for the case ng protein balance, so, brain na natin ito. May space. So, for the protein balance, so, since hindi pa natin alam yung percent protein dun sa mixture, so, pwede tayong gumamit ng X. Let X be the percent protein in M. Okay? So, yung ating protein balance dun sa pork, 15% yung nandoon. Ayan. So, ito yun. 15% yung ating protein. So, 0.15 plus yung ating protein dun sa back fat is 3%. So, 0.03 times the back fat is equal to 100 yung mass ng mixture times yung percent ng protein. Okay? Now, substituting, since alam naman na natin yung mass ng pork at saka nung back fat, so pwede na nating i-substitute 15 times 91.67 plus 0.03 times yung back fat natin 8.33 is equal to 100x. So, yung x natin, yung percent protein, makukuha natin as 0.14 or 14%. Okay? Now, for the water balance, okay, so 63% yung sa pork, so 0.63 plus 15% yung sa back fat is equal to 100 times, let's say, y, yung sa percent ng water dun sa mixture. Okay, so ganun lang din. Isa-substitute lang natin yung value. 0.63 times 91.67 plus 0.15 times 8.33 equal to 100. So, yung y natin dito is actually 0.59 or 59%. Okay? So, ganun yung computation dito sa blending and mixing for the case ng pork. Okay. Now, we proceed with the sample problem, yung example 2.6. So, ito naman yung sa solution ng sodium chloride and water. Okay. Okay. So, yung problem natin, so we have check natin yung problem. I think hindi ko ito. So, we have here yung problem. Ayan. Okay. So, example 2.6. So, nakalagay dito, how many kilograms of a solution containing 10% sodium chloride can be obtained by diluting 15 kilogram of a 20% solution with water. So, ang hinanap natin dito is kung ilang kilogram ng sodium chloride. Okay? So, ito yung ating block diagram. Okay? So, we have here 20% yung sa inflow, 20% sodium chloride, 15 kilogram. And then, yung pang-dilute natin, we have the water. And then, papasok siya sa mixture. And then, ang final na solution dapat natin ay 10% na sodium chloride. Now, ang tanong is, ilang kilogram dapat ng sodium chloride at ilang kilogram dapat ng ayan. So, ang tanong doon sa problem is kung ilang kilogram ng sodium chloride ang ilalagay natin or itong nandito sa final na output na solution. Okay? So, we have here for the material balance. So, we have yung ating total mass balance is 15. Since 15 kilogram yung ating, ayan, yung nandito. So, 15 kilogram is equal to yung sa sodium chloride minus y. Yung y is for the case ng water para dun sa tubig. Okay? Now, for the component balance, so using yung ating sodium chloride, so we have here yung sa solution, yung mass is 15 kilogram. Ay, sorry. Ayan. Ayan, ulitin ko na lang. Sorry, nakalimutan kong ibalik. Ayan, so for the total mass balance, so we have the 15 kilogram na solution, yung sodium chloride solution, this is equal to yung sa salt minus yung water. Okay? And then for the component balance, we have 15 kilograms yung sa solution times ang sodium chloride niya is 20%. So this is equal to yung outflow natin x yung hindi natin alam yung mass ng sodium chloride dito. Pero alam natin yung percentage. Okay, so we have 0.1. Okay, so actually from this equation, we could already obtain kung ilang kilogram ng sodium chloride ang kailangan. Okay, so x would be equal to 30 kilogram. Okay, so ito yung kailangan natin para makakuha tayo ng 10% na sodium chloride solution. Okay, so this is for example 2.6. Okay, so we proceed with the next example. So, yung next naman na example natin is for the constituent balance of milk. Ayan. So, we have here, ayan. Not sure kung makikita ninyo. Ayan. Okay, so ang given natin dito is skim milk. It is prepared by the removal of some of the fat from whole milk. So, ito yung process na ginagawa natin. I'm not sure kung saan side ninyo before ay na-discuss nyo to.